Hello everyone, and welcome to Session 4 of Fallout Frozen Atom, an actual play of the Winter of Atom campaign by Modiphius Entertainment. My name is Elites the Game Master, and joining me are some lovely individuals who we'll meet in a moment. In terms of announcements, I don't have any unless you're not aware of the Vampire game on Saturdays and the new Baja game on Sundays, but chances are you're either watching this live and know that, or you're on YouTube and you've seen the VODs for the other shows. So we're just going to get into introductions and get started. So, Sexy Guitar, what do you got going on?
I don't got much going on. I just want more crafting materials so I can build an endless supply of chems and other stuff to sell to the beautiful wasteland.
Very nice. Paradoxipus, anything going on with you?
No, same old. Just living life day by day.
All right. And then Yuki's,
Okay.
anything on your end?
Hi, you know what? Actually, I think I did forget to, at the very beginning, session one, say that the Kate is the raider, which is the survivor origin with the raider gear. Totally forgot to say that. Sorry. Session one info in session four.
That was
So,
session zero. We were supposed to tell him that.
yeah. By the way, guys, it's survivor.
Yeah. No, I did see someone at least in YouTube comments, did leave a question. So hopefully that does answer your question.
Ta-da!
But yeah, let's go ahead and do the opening narration, and we'll get started. And I believe Yuki's, Kate has some form of a monologue here.
Oh, yes. Um, yeah, so she just pulls out this, when as soon as she wakes up, bright and early, pulls out this baseball themed postcard and reads, and it actually begins writing a letter to her former raider gang. And it says, Guys, I made it in. As you can see by the baseball drawing on this postcard, I got into Diamond City. You can tell it's true because the card is blood free, so I didn't fight someone for it this time. But thanks to all of you who didn't believe in me. I wasn't sure, if it wasn't for you guys kicking me out, I'd have never made it big. I'll make sure to all say hi to you when I'm at the top looking down on everyone. And then a bunch of smiley faces, and then love, Raging Kate.
Very nice. So, to add on to that narration, the players have spent a couple of days in Diamond City after the whole dugout inn situation. No food or drink required for those few days because it's me skipping ahead the narration. But we start a fresh new day. At this point, it hasn't snowed in a while. The snow drifts have been blown away, at least to some degree. But it's actually a little bit warmer. Of course, you still need cold weather gear, but it is 1 to 2 degrees at least marginally warmer. And yeah, before we go anywhere, does anybody have any business in Diamond City?
I guess since there was a time skip, would you allow me to craft two things, DM?
Sure.
I would like to craft using actually I guess it'd be technically a couple of things, but I'd like to craft the buff out syringe.
Okay.
Because that is a complication 4, but because I have a 4 in science, that ends up being a 0, so I don't need a roll for that.
Hmm.
I would like to craft a buff out for, again, comes out to a challenge of 0 because of my skills, and then craft one thing of fury as well. And I would then like to craft one healing salve as well. Salve, yes.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're at a difficulty 0 for all of that. I'm going to leave it up to you whether you want to try for momentum or if you just want to say it happens.
I'm
or
going
AP, not momentum.
I guess since worst case complication is just potentially going to make it take more time. I can see you, since we're doing a time skip, make it take more materials though. So I think I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for it. I'm going to go with the Fury first. So that would be 3 challenge 0 science test.
Okay.
I will make this as quick as I can. Science. Roll. Science. Roll. Science. Roll.
Lightning bolt.
All right,
Lightning
I
bolt.
see 3, 3, and 1. So technically you're at capped with AP and you have 1 floating.
We actually have 7 since our fearless talkative
Yes.
master has the perk
Oh, yes.
of leadership or whatever that was.
Well, then you're definitely at cap. You are definitely at 7.
So I think I'm going to take my beautiful rolls and leave it as that.
Okay. All right. So you craft your chemicals during this downtime. Do you want to sell them or are you going to hang on to them?
I am going to hang on to them
Gotcha.
for now. And I'm going to try not to let Kate know that I have just made her fury.
Yeah, I guess I'm too busy drawing on my postcard.
Exploring the city.
Hold on. She'd be furious.
He would be. But it'd be
Furiously
funnier
happy.
if I can just go, hey, happy surprise. Here's stuff.
Happy birthday. I don't even know when it is.
Yeah, no one knows when it is, but happy birthday.
It's today. It's
Oh,
today
is it?
now.
Well,
No.
then I no longer.
No.
I guess I'll just give you the fury.
All right.
Actually, yeah, I'll just give her the fury, and then I am.
Oh,
all
nice.
good
I didn't
to
even
go.
need to have to use speech.
Immediately went back up.
Literally, once you go walk outside, I turn to you, go, hey, I've been working on some stuff. This is probably a little stronger than what you've ever tried before. I hand her the fury syringe. It will last twice as long as a regular dose of fury.
And Kate's going to take in her hands and start sniffling.
I
This is the most beautiful gift anyone's ever given me.
I recommend using it because I don't know how many more I can craft for now, for emergency purposes only.
Got it.
I apologize. I know you want to take it right now, but we need to be a little conservative, which is why we should, while we're exploring today, try to hit up like a junk yard so I can maybe find some more useful stuff.
The anticipation to use it is tantalizing. So thank you very much.
Yes. I am now good DM. I'm going to start marking off all of the stuff I just used.
Excellent. Brother Hugh, Raging Kate, any business you all have in Diamond City before we begin?
I'm just going to pass off the postcard to maybe the gate guard and be like, mail this, please. Not even looking to see if
He takes it and he looks
They
it over
even
and
takes
goes,
it care.
you didn't put a stamp on it.
stamps.
I'm just screwing with you. We don't have stamps anymore. There's no address on here, though. Where is this going?
Oh yeah, this is just going to, I mean, you'll see them. Generally the really slapstick, dumb raiders in the
You're going to have to
vicinity.
be more specific.
You never came up with the name, so just, the ones that are yelling at each other about who stole my chems, and you know what, they're all kind of like that. Just give it to any raider you see and they'll pass it along.
If you've
Okay.
passed ahead on a pole, you've gone too far.
Yes.
Do they
When
have
you
like do they have like a drop box that they recommend you leave these things at?
it's like a meat bag stolen from a super mutant. It's been emptied, of course.
And the guard just slips it into his pack and goes, all right, I guess the next time one of us goes out on a scavenging mission, I'll pass it along.
Yeah, it's got my name on it.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, Hugh, anything on your end?
Hugh's got nothing. He's ready to travel.
Okay. All right, then let's begin in earnest. So, you leave Diamond City probably about 9, 10 in the morning, and you start heading towards where you think is the nearest junkyard. Supposedly, it's somewhere to the southeast of Diamond City, but after about an hour of walking through the streets and the buildings, you realize that you are hopelessly lost. Maybe it's just because the snow piled up is just a little putting a different spin on the environment, or maybe you took the wrong turns. Either way, you were just kind of looking around at the alleyways and the buildings or the shells of buildings and realizing you're not exactly sure where you are right now.
Sorry, guys, that's my fault. I know I'm supposed to be heading the charge here, but I can't. I think I might be lost, guys. I can't see any sun or shadows. I have nowhere to look.
I know these skyscrapers are tall, but like you can still see the sun when the coming through the clouds.
I believe that she's too distracted with the gift that you gave her.
Yeah, I can't look up. I can only look down at it.
I look, if we find this junkyard, I might be able to make you make more.
That's fantastic. All right. New plan, just keep going straight.
Just straight.
Yes, straightforward.
I can
What?
see the river from here. Are we just going straight?
Yep. See anything?
You do know these big
who am I
areas
to
more than I
argue?
do.
She's led us so far.
Yeah, like I said, she has been she's been to more places in this bigger area, the busier part of this Boston Commonwealth than probably both of us combined.
Plus, Adam and I have a mutual friend. So, I'm pretty sure he'll smile down upon us with his glorious glow.
Of course, yes. There was no doubt in that fashion.
All right. Full steam ahead.
So, no rule required because I know I don't want to gate this from you all, but you do arrive at the outskirts of what looks to be a junkyard. Standard metal gates, big piles of rubbish and junk, burned out cars, things of that nature. The only cost is going to be, I do need you to not, mark off that you are now hydrated in terms of thirst, and you are now, well, I guess it's only been an hour or two, so you're not hungry yet, or sated, as it were. But yeah, you arrive in a junkyard, and you're not seeing any super mutants inside, you're not seeing any dogs, but if anybody would like to roll me a perception of survival at a difficulty of 2, you might spot something.
I guess I can do this roll. Don't have the best resistances to the diseases, but I probably have the best perception. Okay.
You see the diseases before you get them in your body.
Yes, no, I will literally see the tetanus before I stick my hand into the thing to get the rare junk out of it. That is correct. Cool. I guess I'm going to spend a luck
One of your
point.
many luck points.
Yes, I'm going to spend one of my 9 luck points to
What am I
use
going
luck
to do?
as my perception. Then I'm going to roll a perception plus survival. Uh-oh. Did I break it? No, there. I'm going to spend one of our many AP to put us back at the same level as the DM. And then roll for 3?
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't change the numbers. Let's calculate this by hand then, I guess.
Yeah, what would your target number have been? I think you have 3 successes there.
I think I have exactly 3 successes because it would have been 9 plus 3, which is 12. So my target number would have been 12. So I would have succeeded on all 3.
Okay, so you actually get that AP back because it was only a difficulty of 2. So you are going to find that there's movement within the junkyard. And as you carefully, not stealthily, but carefully kind of poke your head Scooby-Doo style around a pile of junk, you see that there are 3 Protectrons that are kicking a ball around. So they're kind of in a triangle, and they're just sort of kicking a ball to one another.
Curious.
Interesting. It is very odd. There's no, like, red rum written anywhere, correct?
No, but I have an important question to ask you out of character.
Yeah.
Is Brother Hugh a football, as in soccer, fan?
Probably not.
Okay. Because I thought about asking the professor this question, but I think Brother Hugh would have learned from the Atom that angle. So I'm going to say that they probably have on some soccer football jersey that is tattered and you can't really understand what the marks mean, but out of character, it's Liverpool because it's funny.
Well, I'm not very versed in robo-human relations. Perhaps, Professor, you'd like to take the lead on this one?
My hacking training has been many years ago. So, regular communication is probably our best try. But I guess I can go say hi. I could just let them go keep doing what they're doing. It looks like they're... Actually, no, DM, does it look like they're enjoying themselves?
They're protectrons. They don't have facial expressions.
But, like, are they actually in... Like, are they trying to kick the ball back and forth? Are they just literally stiff, standing there, kicking to each other?
Yes.
Real nice and
How do
slow.
you know that that's not enjoyable?
Yeah, I was going to say, the answer is yes.
That's true. I guess I don't
Yeah. They wouldn't be doing it otherwise.
know.
Unless they were programmed to specifically do it and not enjoy
Yeah,
it.
they hate it. Every day is a nightmare.
Look,
This is
man,
secretly Robo Hell, clearly.
Yeah.
learned anything?
I mean, they're on
is-
Liverpool after all. Ah! I have
know
no
what?
idea.
I can't
about
top that
soccer,
joke,
football.
so I am just going to go walk up and say hi, I guess, because why not?
Okay. The ball rolls to a stop in front of one of them, and as in unison, all three turn to you, and lead one goes, "Alert! Human detected."
Hey, I just wanted to let you know we're looking around here. You're welcome to keep doing what you're doing.
Do you have a pass to salvage here?
Do I
Oh shit.
need a pass to salvage here?
Yes, you require a pass.
Where would we get a pass?
You must defeat us in the most fair and honest way.
Is this going to be through soccer? Sorry, football. It's going to be through football.
Do you say the word? I think you say the word soccer. I'm going to roll an effect die.
I'm going to spend a luck point to say that I actually said football. I'm going to use a spell that I like to use in D&D when my party say things they're not supposed to, called Gift of Gab with my luck points.
Okay. You know what? Hey, if it gets you spending your luck, I ain't going to complain. But yeah, the Protectron says, yes, this is acceptable. Though be warned, we have never lost.
How many times have you played people?
Approximately 3 times.
That's more than me.
So how do we play this game?
You must kick the ball through the goal.
Do I see goals?
Yeah, I guess now that you kind of look around this area a little bit more, not just kind of like around the corner, you see that there's kind of just like this U frame of metal that's been stuck into the ground, and presumably that's the goal. There are 2 of them.
Do they both
Seems like yes.
seem in decent condition?
I mean, they are literally a U beam of metal just sort of stuck into the ground, a little bit rusted. So,
But like, are they like regulation?
no, they are definitely not regulation.
What's the ads that are around there? Are they like tasteful ads, or are they really in front of your face ads?
There's just junk all around this area.
They're
so
200
no
years
ads.
old, so you can't really read the details on
Oh,
ads.
wait. There is an ad for Subway, because apparently, according to the art of the core rulebook, a Subway ad
yeah.
survives. Apparently.
In the core rulebook? Interesting.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. That core rulebook, guys, has a lot of info. Remember to read it all. The yes,
ball.
Yes.
Is it like a rubber ball, or is it something?
I knew it. I knew you were gonna ask what the material was.
It does appear to be a well-worn soccer ball, but
Okay, it's not like
is-
a bowling ball painted like a soccer ball.
Oh,
Well, it looks like a soccer ball. Would you like to inspect the ball?
Sure.
Okay, roll me a perception, and I guess
what
this
it
is
is.
still survival on your part.
Okay.
Oh, difficulty. Difficulty of 2.
Ooh,
This is a hard ball to
That DM is
ascertain.
It's non-Euclidean.
It's actually a dodecahedron, clearly.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna spend one of our AP to increase
You really need to
the die.
know.
Just, you never know. I might have a bomb in it or something crazy.
Yeah, that looks like a soccer ball. It's black and white. It's round.
It's good minus.
If it looks like a soccer ball and quacks like a soccer ball, I think it's a soccer ball.
He was not the most perceptive.
so I think
Sorry, someone in chat said it's a synth.
Oh, shit.
you never know who's a synth.
Has anybody stared at like a soccer ball in your games this long?
No, this is a new novel experience for me. I'm loving it.
I
This
guess.
is another one of those situations where I almost spent luck on it too. So apparently, just
Do
I
I
have robots playing soccer, and it's just gonna spend luck and
do I need
AP.
do find football players such as yourself? Does the pass need to go to one of you, or does it need to do all of you need to accept the pass?
I do not understand the question. Are you asking if you can kick to one another?
No, as in the pass to scavenge here. Does one of you have to okay it, or does all of you have to okay it?
You must have a valid pass.
Do each one of us need one, or is it a group pass?
You must have a valid pass.
That's all they're going to tell us.
It's almost like they're programmed to say only a few things.
I guess that makes sense.
That's why I like
Nah.
people.
DM, out of curiosity, just above table talk.
Sure.
How much would it be for an old pass to be right under my foot right now?
That's a good question.
All of them.
Tell you what, I will say that it will be a 2 luck spend if you want to spend 2 luck on it.
Okay, I will leave this to the party. Do we want to play soccer? I assume you two will actually kick ass. Or do we just want to have the pass to be... I'm stepping on the pass for currently.
I say let's go for it.
Okay.
Let's have some fun.
Okay,
Take a risk, and if all else fails, we can find a pass later.
that's true. I guess if we fail, I could just magically still find a pass if they don't try to kill us because we failed at football.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate. What's your 2 cents? You want to play soccer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was above table talk. I did not say that in character. I guess I won't currently find a pass under my foot, and we will agree to the terms.
Very well. We begin immediately. And yeah, so the 3 Protectrons, one of them hangs out in the goal area, one of them hangs out right at the midway point between the 2 goals, and then one hangs out in between the 2 Protectrons. How do you all arrange yourselves on the field?
We want to put our 2 heavy hitters up front, and then I use luck to try to save us if a goal does happen.
You're gonna be the goalie.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless one of you 2 want to be goalie. But I think, like I said, I think the overall would spend me less luck if you 2 go kick ass up front, and then I just be goalie, and if I need to, spend luck points to save us.
I think that's a good
Super
idea.
lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, I will be goalie.
Hopefully, this doesn't rely on agility.
It probably will, and
Yeah, I know.
we're all gonna fail.
Yeah.
Which is why I offered the finding the pass route between us all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
just-
I'll go in the middle, because I have some agility, so I can kind of roam around.
Just to let you know, the roll is going to be a athletics and agility on this part. You can do an athletics and strength if you tell me how you're applying strength to this situation, but I think an agility and athletics works here the best.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I will take the middle. Sure.
So is this just, are we all just rolling right now? Or
Yeah,
is it
so...
how we play?
Well, here's the thing, and this is me testing out soccer rules before I actually write the full homebrew on them.
Yeah.
So the way it's going to work is you are rolling a contested athletics and agility to get the control of the ball from the middle. So right as the game start, you go kind of at the halfway point. If you succeed, you obviously get the ball. If the Protectron succeeds, it gets the ball. Then it's another test of agility and athletics to get past the next defender. And then to shoot a goal, that's when strength athletics comes into play again.
Okay.
Now, of course, if you have an alternate suggestion about how you might be applying a different skill set, I am open to suggestions. But to start...
Do we need to worry about going off sides or anything like that?
If you roll complications, that's probably what's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, who's going to try and go after the ball in the middle?
That's a
I'm
Hugh.
goalie,
Hugh?
not me.
What? No, I figured you.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You probably got better agility than I do.
Or just say you're brute forcing it and you're just you're yellow carding
Slide
your
tackling?
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow carding your way to victory.
Might pop the soccer ball if it is a soccer ball. We don't even
That's
know.
the thing. If it's not a soccer ball, I think your strength needs to be the one doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. All right. I'm getting into position.
All right, go ahead and roll me a strength, or not a strength, an agility and athletics. Difficulty of 1 opposed. Do you want to spend any AP on this?
Let's see. Yeah, might as well.
Okay, how much you want to spend?
1.
1? Okay, I will do the same then.
And what was the difficulty again?
Difficulty of
Oh, we'll
1.
see. Okay.
But it is opposed, so it's really whoever has the most number of successes. All right, you have one success. They have achieved... Oh, they crit. So here's what happens. Kate, you go diving in for the ball, and the Protectron actually gets to it first. Like, it's moving fast, and you've never seen a Protectron move this fast before. In fact, as Chad has pointed out, Protectron moving this fast is unnerving to anyone who's ever seen a robot like this. But the Protectron kicks it past you and keeps going. And I guess now we fall to Brother Hugh. It's now another contested agility and athletics, unless you have another combination here.
So I think that I'm going to do like a slide tackle
Okay.
Ooh.
for it and try and like get right in his way.
Okay.
So I'm thinking kind of more of like a strength
I'll give it to you.
athletics.
Sure.
Okay.
And do you want to spend any... The difficulty is still 1. Do you want to add any AP?
Yes, I will. I will spend 1.
I will do the same. This is also a way to get rid of my AP. I love it.
Woo.
2 successes. All right. Score to beat. What did they roll? They rolled a 1 and a 2. So that's 3 successes. So Hugh, you go in diving
gosh.
to kick the ball away. And again, the Protectron just sort of, I forget what it's actually called, but kind of does the kick around where they kick it to the side, you slide in, then they kick it past you, and they keep running. So now we finally come to the Professor. And Professor, same thing, difficulty 1 opposed.
So, have you ever played the Fallout New Vegas mod? New
Oh
California.
no, I don't like where this is going.
I have not played this mod, no.
It opens up in a scene where you're playing football, and it asks you a couple of questions. One is, do you tackle, or do you can't remember what the other one is. I think, do you get out of the way?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the options you can later state, if your intelligence is high enough, is that you actually used like good angles, and you used more like the how can I redirect the own force against it.
Okay.
I would like to do said same thing and make this an intelligence space check. I'm trying to work smarter to get the ball from him, not necessarily harder or faster.
Okay. I
Would
would
you
say
allow
that this
this?
would probably be I think because it's timing here that's important. Give me a perception in athletics here. Difficulty
Perception and
of
athletics.
2 opposed.
2 opposed.
And because of Find It Funny, I'm going to give them, I'll give them 1 additional die.
I'm gonna laugh. They still beat you.
Oh, well, it's perception. My perception's a 6, so. And I'm rolling for that. I'm rolling that. I guess, do I want to spend the AP? Sure.
Well, we're getting our ass handed to us.
I don't know what you're
right now.
talking about.
Also, yes, to answer chat's question, yes, they are high-stepping, waddling with the arms flapping limply behind them because that's just hilarious.
So I roll 3 dice, and I roll.
Okay,
Hey!
you do get your 2 successes, but there's a complication. Let's see if they beat it. I think that's a no. Yeah, they also rolled a complication. So here's what's going to happen. You go in to use the speed and weight of the Protectron against it, and you are able to do so. The Protectron falls to the ground, and the ball keeps rolling but stops right before it passes the goal line. And the complication, since there's 2 on the field, 1 opposed and 1 allied, the first complication is that the ball begins beeping as if it is some form of explosive. The next complication is that the other Protectrons begin shouting like, "Alert, alert, violation of rules detected," and they bring up their formerly loose arms, and their little lasers in their arms begin to glow.
Well,
You're going to say him falling to fake this is my fault?
That
I
was
would
not a
got-
fake. You tackled him. Clear violation of rules.
I never said I was going to tackle him. I was giving an example to the DM above table of how you can
Meanwhile,
smartly...
Hugh's just slipping on the
Yes,
fist of Adam.
literally, I'm just distracting while they're doing this. And I'm walking towards them away from the bomb while I'm making this huge scene.
Okay, fair enough.
So you're going to say him falling over because I slightly moved the ball out of his way. So when he went to go kick it, he did a Charlie Brown. Is my fault?
Alert. Your Charlie Brown example considered highest form of insult.
But it's someone failing at football. The Americans,
Charlie Brown football is American football. It is
yes,
trash.
which you would want to see that person to fail. So why
Their
is that an
arms-
insult? You're
Their-
seeing
their
someone
arms
play
glow
football
brighter
fail.
and brighter. We're
They
going
glow
to end
brighter.
the combat.
That's okay. I'm still walking towards him, away from the bomb while I'm making this huge scene. So you are saying you would rather see someone do good at football, American football. Is that what I'm hearing from you guys right now? Is you would rather watch someone be good at football than be bad at football?
Who has the highest initiative? I think it's Kate.
it is.
Actually, no. I'm going to spend a luck point that I go first.
Okay. Even
And
And then I
better.
want to
what
spend
are you
another
gonna do?
luck point for a mysterious stranger.
Okay, go ahead and I think you have access to a sheet. Go ahead and roll for him.
Oh wait, I don't need to go first. So I'm using the mysterious stranger. So I guess I'll spend the 1 luck point to have to interject with the mysterious stranger. Your choice. You don't actually have to have him happen now. You can have him happen later.
I think now immediately is important. So sure, go ahead and do a roll
Okay.
for him.
I will let you, because he always comes into the optimal area. I'll let you decide which one he's hitting.
Okay. Yeah, just need to see a roll from him, and we'll go from there.
Perfect.
Better not be an Assaultron referee.
Okay. Ooh. All right. That is interesting. The mysterious strangers rolled the complication. Okay.
Wow.
Roll damage. and
Okay.
I will narrate what happens.
Yeah, I have rolled so bad on Mysterious Stranger rolls.
Well, the good news is, okay, I already factored in Vicious, so that's 5 damage with Piercing 2, so it ignores 2 armor. So, okay, I think I know what I want to have happen here, because I wasn't expecting a complication. So, the Mysterious Stranger appears behind you where the bomb is, or the ball is, whatever you want to refer to it as, and he kicks it into the fallen Protectron, and he shoots the bomb, and the bomb explodes, and it explodes over the Protectron. The complication is going to be that the Mysterious Stranger's pistol is damaged in the blast. Mysterious Stranger's fine, because he's mysterious, but his weapon, you cannot summon the Mysterious Stranger for the next 24 hours. Because
Interesting.
he's got, well, you can summon him, but he can't shoot. He's got to repair his gun.
Okay. So I could repair him I could summon him for like a glass of tea?
Sure, if you want to spend the luck for it, I'll allow it.
He just shows up and judo chops them to the back of the neck.
Also valid. Also very valid. But yeah, let me roll damage here for the bomb. I don't think it's gonna not kill the thing, but you never know. Yeah. So when the bomb explodes, it goes off like a mini nuke and quite literally evaporates the Protectron.
Ugh.
And in fact, it's such an explosion that you hear and feel the burst of the wind across you, and you turn, and it's quite literally a mini nuke has gone off.
Oh no, I am not looking at the explosion. I'm still walking forward, ranting about how they would rather have someone be good at football than watch someone be bad at football. And American football, not their style of football. I think it's very against their programming, and I'm trying to drill that so hard into them.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
And Hugh, on the other hand, is being the Elmo meme, staring at the explosion like, atoms glow.
yeah, I think now it's Kate's turn.
Oh, okay. So there's a goalie? So the soccer ball has been destroyed. What happens now?
Now you
Wreck 'em.
fight 2 Protectrons, apparently.
Oh, okay, they don't care about the winning or losing anymore.
Yeah, they've entered into kill mode.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go straight for whoever is the closest to anybody.
Okay. Can easily get within
And-
distance of them.
Yes. Alright, so, what should I do? Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna hit him with the baseball bat. So,
Okay.
okay. Let's see here. 2 successes.
You get an AP back for your troubles. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Nice. Okay.
Let's see that 15 damage again.
All right.
Oh, wait, I think
piercing-
You're missing some things.
I'm missing 2. I
You
believe.
also rolled your pipe bulk action, not your.
Oh, I did.
baseball
That is
bat.
why things.
Yeah,
don't
I was
look
like, what?
correct.
I'm gonna hit him with it. Okay. Let me.
Okay.
One more extra
well,
damage.
That is more. Do you want to spend an AP to reroll 3?
Sure. Oh wait.
Isn't it
Oh.
luck to
The luck.
reroll
You know
3
what?
or is it an AP?
Or you could just do
I
AP
might
to
be
roll more
misremembering.
damage.
Hold on. I think it's a. Is it a luck? Is it an AP? Let me
It's
double
luck
check.
to roll.
I think I would
reroll
have
the
had
dice.
to say before, maybe.
AP.
AP
to
adds 1.
damage.
Got it. See, that's the pair of running so many 2d20 systems is I get the
I know,
confusion.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to spend a luck?
I only have 3. I kind of am worried about maybe there's something more dangerous in our future. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
All right. So you go up, and it looks like you're hitting him in the left leg. So you run up, cock your baseball bat, smash it into their left leg, and it's kind of like one of those cartoon situations where your bat hits, and then the vibration goes up through your arms to your entire body. You don't think you've done any damage to the Protectron.
Dang, these things are hardy.
But yeah, anything else you'd like to do during your turn?
I mean, I think that was it, just running up and hitting them. So, I'm exhausted.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. Hugh and Professor, what are your initiatives?
Mine's 10. No.
Okay.
JK.
Yes, mine's 10.
Mine's 8.
Okay. So since the player just went, I'm going to let the Protectron go, and then we'll go to the Professor, then we'll do the other Protectron, then we'll do Hugh. So the Protectron you just hit, Kate, is going to go alert, further roughing, disengaging, play mode, engaging, kill mode. And they are going to be attempting to smack you with their claws. Your defense is a 1, I presume?
Yes.
They have achieved 1 success, which means they're going to roll damage. Oh my lord. Holy. Okay. Do you have any resistance on your right leg?
Right, like I have 1.
Okay, that's good, because you
Physical.
were going to take an injury if not. So you're going to take 4 damage to your HP here.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good thing you had that resistance, because that would have definitely been an injury.
Yeah. No, I got a heavy coat on. I started off with the harness, which was literally useless. But it's okay, guys. I got this heavy coat on. And that's pretty much it but the harness. So I hope to find other armor, because I feel like some sort of creep wearing just this.
And yeah,
Harness
it's definitely one of those things where the grabby claws of the Protectron it's comical the way it swings and hits you with it. So to everybody else it's funny, but for you who's actually getting hit, not so funny. But
Maybe
that's
just
gonna
a little.
be the Protectron's number 1's turn. We now go to the Professor.
Okay. Am I currently within melee range of Kate?
Within melee range, you are within close range of Kate at the moment.
Okay. I think I have to be within melee range to make a medicine check. So I will have to use my bonus to get up to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to attempt to do a medicine check.
Okay.
I don't need to fix an injury, so this should just be a difficulty 1. And
This would be a very bad time to roll a complication. Well, that's no successes.
It's no successes.
So yeah, you walk up, you look at the injury of her right leg, and you go, yeah, that's an injury.
Thanks.
Do
Thank
I
you very much.
Does it hurt
Mr.
when I do
Doctor
this?
Man.
Yeah, does it I don't yeah. Basically I trip on the way up there.
All right.
You
Anything
have
else
your,
on your
your
turn?
doctor's kit and you fall over and it all spills out in front of me. You're like, oh man.
I do have the doctor's kit on me, so that is something that could happen. But no, I just failed to quickly treat her injury.
All right. So the other Protectron, the one that was guarding the goal,
Second.
is the arm lasers are going to start firing. And to be diplomatic, I'm going to roll the D3. 1 is the Professor, 2 is Hugh, 3 is Kate. Well, Kate, seems you're our lucky winner tonight. Let's see. They're just going to shoot you with their arm lasers. They miss. They miss completely. So
Nice.
the Protectron fires off a salvo of arm lasers, and the red laser just sort of goes all around you, but it doesn't hit anyone. So, yay for a light show, I suppose. We now go to Brother Hugh.
I assume am I in close range currently, or do I need to move another zone?
You are within close range of the one that's attacking Kate. If you want to get to the one that is guarding the goal, that would be medium.
Let's team up on that one, and maybe we can focus down on it. So you will move over behind it and punch it as hard as you can in the back of the head.
All right. Well, since you've already succeeded, I'll tell you the defense is 1.
I've already succeeded.
To hit it
that's-
with the baseball bat, so you know the
Oh,
defense.
okay.
by
I was
now.
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
All right.
It's actually the future where we know you succeeded.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I'm just going to keep it as is. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
buddy.
Of course it did. I'm going to re-roll it with luck.
All right. I was almost about to have to look up the melee complication chart.
There we
Okay,
go.
that's much better.
Much better.
Much better.
I
All
like
right,
that
so
better.
that's 2 successes. You get an AP back. Yeah, go ahead and roll me some damage.
Okay.
Really?
We have
Really?
been rolling so good today, guys. I started the game off with just incredible rolls for crafting, and now we're here.
I think we've reached the top.
So
I don't think this can go any further.
for those who can't see the screen or are listening on audio, they have rolled 0 on 6 dice. That is impressive. Do you want to spend another luck?
If I spend to get a reroll of 3, chances are I'm not going to get enough to pierce its armor, knowing that it's roughly 4 or whatever it was that Kate rolled.
Yeah.
So I guess I just
stone.
wise guy.
Yeah, and you punch the back of the Protectron and nothing happens. You just hear a clang of metal and reverberations up through your power fist. So with that,
Massage.
that's round 1. We loop back to the top. Kate, I believe it's your go again.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna attack the one who attacked me,
Okay.
and not gonna change up anything. You know, just gonna. Yeah, this is my greatest chance. The baseball bat. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna roll that.
Whoa.
That is
Oh.
good. That is 3 AP back for you, which means you've got
We were
one
rolling.
floating.
You have one
Yeah.
floating. I recommend adding a damage die.
Yeah, we were rolling so bad that it's rolled over. Now we're rolling really good.
Also, I'd like to reflect that ELH rolled a double 20 just a couple of games ago, and now we
The
rolled
very
a double
first
1.
roll I ever made for the game, yeah.
We've come for a circle. I think we have to end the sessions now.
All right, so I'm
But
gonna.
what about
use
all the other
20.
20s that have been rolled on our half? When do we get that back?
All right, 9
Hey.
with piercing 4. So that is significant. So, Kate, describe how you kill the thing by hitting it in its right leg.
Hey.
Oh,
With you in the
kill it.
legs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like, after being hit, let's say like I was on the ground, and then I'm gonna just like swipe it backwards, like towards its leg, hoping to make contact.
And you do, and it's one of those comical scenarios where you sweep the legs out from under it, and you actually hit it so hard that the leg comes off and flies into the air. And the
Scrap
Protectron falls to the ground, and its last words are, "Alert, fun has gone. There is no light. There is nothing. Only darkness. Goodbye."
I think our baseball playing friends having fun.
Yeah, this
Alert, baseball is inferior. Why do I feel pain? Why was I programmed to feel pain?
I can fix that. I
And it dies.
well, 2 for 2. Got legs flying here.
Yeah. Pretty good
If
at
football
killing
is
people with leg
superior,
hits.
it seems that baseball says the other way around. At least that's how I understand this.
Yeah, I just showed them literally that baseball is stronger.
We've seen you do a lot with a baseball bat over these past couple of sessions.
Yeah, I still don't know
You
anything
keep
about it.
knocking people's legs off.
I'm seeing a trend. Clearly, we need to
I
get you
am
a
too.
golf club. We need to get you a golf club so you just and it just takes off the leg.
Or rename your baseball bat the kneecapper.
Also valid. Also valid. All right, Kate, you want to do anything else for your turn? There is one Protectron remaining.
Oh, yes. I guess all I can really do is run up to it, right? Unless I spin in. Is it 1 AP for an extra action? Or major
It
action's more than that?
It is
Major
1
action is
AP
2,
for-
but it
yeah,
also gives you a complicate or
a difficulty increase.
difficulty
Yeah.
increase.
I don't think there's a difficulty in moving, though.
Yeah, in moving, you can just move. So you have a minor that
Yeah.
you haven't used yet. You can move up to the other Protectron, but unless you want to spend AP, that would be the extent of what you could do.
You know what? I'll just run up then.
Okay. Run up to it. All right. The Protectron's going to go up next, and it just saw you take out its friend, and it's going to go, "I cannot believe you killed him. He had scored his first goal the other day. How dare you?" And you know what? I'm going to spend AP. He's galvanized by
Ooh.
the loss of his friend. He has succeeded with 1 success, so that's all he needs. Let's see how his claws do. Okay, only 2 damage this time. Only 2.
right.
But yeah, he hits you in the torso and he goes, "How does that feel? Does that make you feel the same pain?"
Probably one with your defense,
Yeah.
so I assume
Not
no.
really. Oh yeah, it's just that's right. It was only one. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Oof. Does something tickle? It feels like something's tickling me right now.
I see you are trying to antagonize me. Taunt accepted. And yeah, Professor, you're up next.
Kate would probably be within more than a basic move to get to her.
She's within medium to you right now.
Okay. Which I think that means I need to spend an actual action to get to her.
Minor lets you move up to medium.
Oh, I always misremember what goes there. So I'll use my minor action to get to her,
Okay.
and I guess I will try to heal her again.
Okay.
Oh, and to those who are listening and may have skipped somewhere, Hugh does not have a weapon on it. His target number to hit someone with a melee weapon, or really even a non-energy based weapon, is a challenge number of 4 or 5. So
Also,
Hugh
you
does
mean
not
the
have
professor,
weapons
not
on
you.
him. Sorry.
You're the professor.
Sorry.
I was like,
I
have
should
a
be
weapon
talking
on
about
me,
me.
and
Yeah, I don't have a
do
weapon on me.
have.
I do mean the professor. Professor does not have weapons. Professor is not great at weapons other than energy. So
And he doesn't have one.
So actually, I don't have one on me. So
Are you a survivor too? I never asked.
yeah, I'm a survivor as well.
Cool. We're survivors.
I will then roll a medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to add any AP or anything. I'm going to roll. I rolled 2 successes.
Which is significant. I believe you actually are back up at cap.
Back to cap, which now means I heal Kate for my medicine skill of 3 plus my first aid kit of 2, which means Kate heals by 5.
Nice.
That's perfect. I'm back to full health.
Very nice. All right.
I will end my turn.
Hugh, what do you got going on?
I'm going to run up and try and punch this one, but with a little bit more vim and vigor.
Okay.
So minor move, that'll put me into melee with it, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Here is the attack. I will spend one to make sure that I actually hit because of how I've been rolling.
Well,
And that's why.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is you do get your AP right back, but there's going to be a complication.
I'll take it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage as I look up the complication chart for melee weapons, apparently. All right, so 5. You have stun on that. No piercing, right?
No piercing.
Okay. All right, so it is going to take some damage, but let me see if I can find this chart real quick. Melee weapons, page 111. Here we go. I'm not going to make it wear and tear because that's mean, but I am going to say that when you punch the Protectron, it gets stuck in the Protectron. So you have to pull it out using a minor action before you're able to punch it again using the Power Fist. But you do some damage to it. You do punch it again in the legs. Like, you guys really love the legs for some reason.
Yeah.
So you punch it in the left leg, and it goes, alert, alert, where's referee? This is clearly another red card. And I believe we now go to Kate at round 3.
I'll spend AP right now to do a minor action to pull it out.
Okay, noted. And then, yeah, now it will be Kate's turn.
Okay. I guess I should just bash it again. It seems to be working very well. All right. How far is it? This one from me? This is
You're in its face.
You're in its face. You can hit
Oh, I'm in its face. Oh yeah, that's right. Hello.
Yep,
all right.
one's all you need.
All right, let's see. Hoping for a leg here.
Looks like you hit
Oh,
it in the torso,
torso.
but
Torso.
Let me do math on this. All right, so
2, 7.
the Protectron, you smack it in the torso, and it's like little cage thing where the speaker is, kind of gets messed up in the process. And I'm not going to do the sound because I don't want to blow out eardrums, but anybody who's played Five Nights at Freddy's, you know the jump scare noise when the animatronics get you. That's the sound that's coming out of the Protectron right now. Yeah. Anything else on your turn before the Protectron goes?
Maybe I'll back away just in case it explodes, like the
Okay.
soccer ball.
Fair enough. Well, Kate, I have good news for you and bad news for everybody else.
It is stunned.
Is it?
Yes,
yeah,
it is,
I have
sir.
stun on my.
Oh, you do have
Fist.
stun on yours. Neat. Well, I think that changes what I was going to do. Just double check. It's stun on this. That lasts for... So I'd have to spend... Okay, so the clarification is I would have to spend my last 2
Yes.
AP,
But you can't.
which I can. You know what? I'm going to do it. It's one of those
Yeah.
rarnesses where I find it funny.
Okay.
So yeah, the screeching, horrendous, like, abomination Protectron is going to start, like, flailing its arms and begin glowing. And it is going to attempt a self-destruct on the Professor and Hugh here. So it does still have to roll, technically, as far as I read. It is a roll here against your defense. So here is for the Professor. Okay, okay, I guess I get an AP back. And then, actually, I don't have to roll because it has blast, so it affects everything within. It targets a zone. Okay.
Could
Oh,
I?
wait a second. It is difficulty of 2, so I actually do not get that AP.
Could I spend a luck point to have it so that I interpose myself between the professor and the explosion? Maybe lessen the damage he's going to take.
Taking the damage for him? Sure, I'll let you do it.
It's okay. I'll be okay. I think I actually have
I'm
more
gonna-
health points than you. Okay. Well, I won't stop you if you want to do it.
All right. Well, survey says you're going to take 6 damage to your torso for that self-destruct.
Okay. And that's physical, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be an injury to my torso.
All right, let me double check on the More Rules tab. I believe a injury to your torso. You begin bleeding heavily. At the end of each of your subsequent turns, you suffer 2 CD physical damage, ignoring all of your damage resistance for the time being.
Yeah, I'm going to try to
Interesting.
fix that immediately when I have control again.
Yep. Well, I mean, the Protectron is off the field. You are not technically in combat, but we are going to keep the rounds going until the injury is treated.
Okay.
More difficult for you to heal yourself than it is to heal someone else.
That is true. But what not everyone knows is I might not have any weapons, but I have a stash of stem packs. I will attempt to do a medicine check. I'm pretty sure it is a challenge 2 to heal an injury. Luckily, not 3 because it's not my own injury I'm trying to fix. So I will spend an AP to get myself a die. I'm going to go for a medicine aid. I'm going to roll for that. I'm going to roll. I'm
Well.
going to spend a luck point to re-roll. Oh, that's going up. I want to go that way. That 1. Just the 1? Yes.
There you go.
Perfect.
2 successes you need. So I'm assuming you want to treat the injury so he's no longer bleeding?
Yes, I want to treat the injury. And then, if you would allow, I would like one more round of combat to try to heal him as well.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
go
up to
for it.
DM's choice, though. Okay.
So I
I
will
will-
say, regardless of the results of the roll, it will be the last bit of combat.
Okay. Because I technically can't make these type of medicine checks outside of combat. So I'm going to roll another medicine check.
Yep.
Whoa.
You actually get capped you get 1 more AP for your trouble. No, because you got rid of the injury, so it's back down
I
to
get
1.
rid
You're
of
capped AP.
So back to cap AP, and then you heal for 5 points of health.
Oh, well, that's what I just took, so.
Nice. All right. Well, as silence falls over the junkyard, you have half a Protectron remaining that exploded. You have a Protectron without a leg and you have a large burn mark where the third one was. But I think this is almost an excellent time to go to break. But before we do, you hear clapping coming from somewhere in the junkyard. And after a moment, as you kind of look to the right, stage right, you see that a ghoul is stepping out from around the junkyard. And she does raise her hands to not be threatening, and she says, well, I think it's a good thing that I was following you guys from a distance, otherwise I'd be part of that blast. But well done. I've been trying to scavenge this place for a while. My name is Linda, and I have a offer of employment and some caps if you would like to travel with me. Would you like to hear me out?
Do I get to scavenge this location we just got the opportunity to first?
I'll give you 50-50. How does that sound?
So we did the work, you're going to get half of it.
Well, I kept the dogs off you. And she points behind her, and if you look, there are a few dogs that are dead on the floor.
Okay, so she did actually do something. Okay.
How do we know that those weren't there beforehand?
I mean, I'm not the kind of person that would scam you, if that's what you mean. I genuinely want your help.
How about we do 60-40?
Hey, if it'll mean you hear me out, I'm willing to do it.
I disagreed.
And with that, now we're going to go to break because we have some scavenging things to do. But yeah, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Stick around, everybody. And welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of session 4 of Fallout Frozen Atom. If you're just joining us, well, the players just had a soccer match with some Protectrons. It didn't really end well for the Protectrons, but what's important is that the players succeeded and are all well and good, and that they have been approached by a ghoul, apparently named Linda. And over the past hour or so in-game, you have looted this junkyard as much as you can, and as you all finish, divvying up the loot, let's do one roll and then we'll go right into roleplay. I think, Professor, you wanted to loot the remaining intact Protectron, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, that is an int in science test at a difficulty of 1.
Int and science. Science rules.
Knowledge is power.
All right, you succeed, which means you now roll me 2 challenge dice, and you can add 1 additional die per AP spend here. Every effect you roll will be an uncommon. Every hit will be a common.
It's D6, correct? I'm rolling?
Correct.
Okay. You said I get to roll 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go all out, guys? And I spend some of our AP for this.
Do it.
How
Look,
much
we
is
got
some?
7.
I'm asking you guys.
Go for it.
I'd say spend 3.
That's actually all I was thinking about spending, was
Okay.
max 3.
I was like, I feel like it's overkill if we spend all of it.
I agree. So I'm going to spend, because it's for every luck point I can reroll that. So yeah, let's go at -3. Turn this to 5. And let's see how I do. I did pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're going to get 4 common materials and 2 uncommon for your work.
Nice.
And if chat wants to redeem a wild wasteland, you'll find something else. But until I see that from chat, let's dive back into the RP. So at this point, Linda has cracked a few jokes, tried to be jovial, that sort of thing. But as it comes to business time, Linda sort of sits on what might have been a washing machine at one point and says, all right, so I'm putting up, there's your wild wasteland. I'll do it in a moment. Have any of you ever heard of the settlement of Beatsville?
I've heard.
Say that I have.
I've heard a little rumor, but not much.
Well, long story short, it's the home of some brilliant and legendary artists, or so the rumor goes that I know of. And I think I know how to get there. I think I know how to set up a supply line. But to be honest, I need some protection. Somebody to make sure my caravan doesn't get raided during the journey.
That's me. That's me you're looking for right here.
I actually agree with you on this statement.
Yes, and at that,
Yes.
can I demonstrate my strength by kicking one of the Protectron heads into the goal?
You certainly may. No roll required.
Okay. Yeah, I got a little, it's like a steel tipped boot thing here, and yeah, I'm just gonna kick that thing just even further than the goal. Just gonna
Okay.
go flying.
Yeah, and this is where Wild Wasteland's going to come in here, because as you hit the Protectron head into the stack of junk behind it, the junk is going to fall and reveal a prismatic trench coat. And when I mean prismatic, I mean that it is, in the little light that there is in the Commonwealth this time of year, it is not bloom level of blinding, but you can see it very easily from a distance. It is resplendent.
Is that Adam's glow?
It'd be a little more green if it was.
His glow can be whatever color he truly wants it to be.
Does it?
Yeah.
You've only ever shown me green things normally.
Well, that's because green is the largest color spectrum. We were talking about this.
I thought I was the one talking to you about color spectrums.
Yes, and then I'm learning from what you've told me.
That is true. That is true.
While they're talking, I'm just gonna slowly, kind of like a moth to a lamp, just move closer to it.
Okay? Do you touch it?
No, I get close though.
Okay.
You're not gonna touch it?
Nothing happens.
Okay, maybe I touched it a little.
Okay?
Mhm.
Nothing happens.
Oh. Maybe I touch it a lot?
Nothing happens.
Would you like to take a short rest with this item and attune to it?
You need to put it on, see what happens,
Ooh, I mean, it's
rather than
either
just
you
sitting
or
there
I.
caressing it.
It's very nice material here. Yeah, do you guys mind if I put it on? I do need something else to wear.
You are welcome to wear that, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Material
immediately
needs
put
are
it
beyond
on,
me.
sleeve
All
at a
right.
time.
I'm going to DM you the benefit. There you go.
Ooh, I very much like this. Should I say it or is it a surprise?
That's
Your
your call.
discretion.
Yeah.
All right, so it gives me +2 luck when worn, which is good for me. The downside is that I become much more easier to hit from long or extreme range, -1 difficulty to a minimum of 1. And it increases the complication range when sneaking by 2, because it's just, so radiant.
Okay, okay. Can you remove it without needing to unattune to the item, DM?
I mean, this is Fallout. This is not D&D. So, yes.
Is it cursed?
You know what?
I
That
rolled to
might be
detect
something I
evil.
explore as an optional rule, but no, it's not cursed.
I honestly think curse items would be funny, but I don't know how you do it in D&D
Oh yeah,
session.
I love all that stuff.
They're just irradiated. That's the curse.
No, steal the radiation from the fibers. All right, I got myself a fancy new. This is gonna be. It's a lot better than what was the name of that other Atom woman? Starts with a P.
Oh, yes.
She had a fancy robe. I'll show her this one. She's not gonna stand me up anymore.
Oh, shoe polish.
It was shoe shine.
Shoe shine.
That's all I
I can't
remember.
remember now.
That reminds me, we need
Yeah.
to watch those purifiers at one night just to make sure that
Oh
I'm
yeah.
still messing
Make sure
with
that they actually follow through.
Yeah,
Shoe shine
Yeah.
Parker.
because nothing
Parker.
against you, Hugh, but I don't trust them.
Oh, you should trust me.
Oh, I
because,
trust. You have not given me any reason not to trust you.
This is true.
Mhm.
But
If I can interject real quick, is there a problem traveling with those who follow Children of Adam?
No, I actually am a child of Adam.
Well,
Oh,
we've had great encounters, except for a newer sect that has been popping up. Too many coincidences, but we haven't had the time to investigate for actual proof, if you understand what I'm saying.
I think I get what you're saying. Yeah. Well, let me quickly go through the details, and you can decide if you want to take the job. So, the trip, you're going to be escorting myself, 4 Brahmin, and 3 others. Sorry, 4 others. One's named Charlotte. She's human. She kind of makes sure the wagons stay on track and don't fall apart. There's Regina, who's currently our only security for the convoy. She's also human. Then you have Kate and Janie. They're merchants just like me. They kind of handle the Brahmin and do the inventory thing and all that. But Janie is very religious, or at least has started to become very religious recently. Maybe if you get her talking, she'll talk your ear off about it. But I anticipate that this will take probably about 48 hours of a trip. Of course, with weather and how traversing the Commonwealth is these days, could take longer. It's kind of dependent on a lot of factors. But I am willing to pay you all 20 caps each up front, and then 20 more caps if we arrive safely.
I like
Not-
the
This
sound of
seems-
caps.
It seems pretty agreeable. Do you know of any danger that's common to this area? Any known raiders? Any known super mutants?
Super mutants, no. Raiders, yes. But what I'm really worried about is the Brahmin. In this kind of environment, they are, shall we say, easy targets. So literally any kind of threat could potentially take them out.
It is quite cold as well. I don't like that.
I don't want them dying. They're so cute. I must protect them.
I think that's Kate saying yes to these terms. I have nothing against it. Hugh, what about you?
These terms seem agreeable.
For the Brahmin. Yes.
In that case, Linda does distribute 20 caps to each of you, so feel free to mark that now.
Yes.
And then, unless you want to linger in the junkyard, she's going to lead you about maybe 5-10 minutes away from the junkyard. And you do see that there are 4 Brahmin that are being tended to by 4 humans.
So that's
you do
8 heads, right?
Yes, because each Brahmin is 2-headed, and I would say that they kind of look fleshless because it's all that exposed muscle and stuff when it comes to a Brahmin. But either way, the Brahmin don't look miserable, but they do not look like they're having a fun time in the cold weather. So, disgruntled Brahmin is how I'm going to put it. But as far as Charlotte goes, Charlotte looks like your standard grease monkey, where she's kind of got on some leathers, and she has a toolkit that she's currently fixing one of the wagons. Regina is looking kind of like a Minuteman minus the hat, and you see that she is carrying a combat rifle of her own. And then Kate and Janie. Kate looks to be a taller individual, has long blonde hair that kind of comes down maybe about halfway to her back. And Janie is wearing what appears to be a Church of Adam robe.
I want to just immediately go, "Hi, Kate. I'm Kate. How are you, Kate?"
Oh, your name's Kate too. I guess that's going to be kind of confusing when someone tries to talk to us, but between us, that's going to be an easy name to remember.
Oh yeah, I won't
So
remember
far,
your
the
name,
only one I
Kate.
remember. What was the one
Uh,
working on the tire again?
That was Charlotte. And actually, let me give you all access to another handout, because all of this
Speaking
is
of
covered.
handouts, did they
Yes.
take the remainder stuff from the junkyard?
Yes. So anything
Okay.
that you don't take from the junk pile, that will go to them.
Okay, should I? So since they're paying us caps, I don't think that they'd want to keep these caps.
It's all
Should
factored
I-
in, is how we'll say it.
Okay, I'll just transfer the rest of these to me.
Oh, I think try it now. I think I checked.
Yeah, I got it.
That. Okay. But yeah. Now you should have a handout called "The Journey to Beatsville." It does outline each of the people involved. Oop, I missed Regina. Let me add Regina to this list. But yeah, it's just at this point, you can either spend time getting to know your travel companions, or we can just start rolling and get on the road. Entirely up to you.
I would like to walk up to Charlotte and just walk up, and I'll go, I don't want to disturb too much, but can I help you with any of these repairs?
And she kind of steps back and wipes her brow and goes, well, I think I've fixed most of the problem. The axle on the back of this wagon was kind of unaligned, but I think I've got it fixed. It should at least last till nightfall, but then I'm going to have to work on it again.
Well, let me know, and I'm always happy to give my aid where I can.
Yeah, I'll keep you in mind. It's been hell trying to keep these wagons going in these wintry conditions. I tell you what, between the cold and the snow and all that, it has not been fun.
No, I agree. A wise mechanic told me once that third-degree burns are best taken in shifts.
How does that... Oh, I see what you're saying now. I
Yeah,
like
just
that.
just implying. If don't be afraid to, after you've done what you can, hand it off to someone else to take their fair share of the blunt.
Well, if what I'm hearing is you're offering to help if this wagon completely breaks down, because I can carry some of the stuff, but yeah, there's a lot here. And you kind of look in the back of the wagon, and you see that there is paint and paint thinner and bleached cloth and wire and glue and glitter and all manner of art supplies.
Does it count as junk?
I think technically yes.
Just wiping the saliva off your mouth. Yeah, let's hope the wagon doesn't break down.
Followers have taught me to be kind. The followers have taught me to be kind. The followers have taught me to be
Did
kind.
you know that when you break down all the stuff, the components weigh less?
They actually weigh more.
What?
If you roll well, they weigh more.
They weigh more in your heart.
Well,
Yeah,
Brother
I think
Hugh,
there's not many artists left in this world, so we should let them keep all their stuff for the beauty of it all.
That was me
that was
trying to
the
make
demons. The
Yeah.
That was
hidden
the-
demons
that
in
that
was
was
yours.
the
Professor.
inner demons, and they have passed.
Heal.
And
Brother Hugh is going to approach Janie and say, "Greetings, sister. Adam be with you."
And Adam be with you, good sir. What is your name?
My name is Brother Hugh.
Ah, well, you seem to already know my name, but as a reminder, it is Janie. And must I say, it is a pleasure to meet another who worships Adam's glow.
Yes, Adam's blessed many a people in these days that have passed most recently with the winter being able to keep us warm.
And you can tell that as you're saying all this, anyone watching Kate, even though Kate, you're talking to Kate, Kate kind of side-eyes Janie and rolls her eyes as if she's heard this conversation so many times that she's through with it already. But to continue the conversation, Janie says, perhaps we can chat on the road and we can discuss Adam's benevolence along the way.
Absolutely, I'd be more than happy to.
Wonderful. And then, yeah, anybody have any points of order that they want to handle before convoy starts rolling?
I just want to be next to the Brahmin.
Okay. All right. So go ahead.
Does the loot that we'd be carrying from the professor, could we put it in the wagon as like temporary, or would that
it's staying
overfill
on
it?
me. Staying
It's
on
staying
me.
on it. All right.
Staying on me. I still have over 100 pounds of carry weight.
Okay, I'm just combat wise. I don't want
All
you
right.
being a turtle sitting over there.
See, there's an awesome perk in Fallout 76 where the more junk you have, the more defense you have. So
Just
But,
build
then,
your own
but
cover.
that doesn't exist in this, so you're
It
just
does
helping.
not. So I will pass this back to the DM to continue the story. DM, back to you.
All right, well, as outlined in the Journey to Beatsville, the base travel time is 48 hours, and we're going to return to the survival rules here, specifically navigating the wasteland, because you could make that journey shorter or you could make it longer, depending on how quickly you wish to go. So, there is an option here that Linda could take the lead on all this, and I would roll it privately for her, or if one of you would like to take the lead and take directions from Linda, we can do it that way, but I do need to know who is going to be making the roll before we start answering questions. Actually, no, I have that backwards. I need to decide the difficulty, then we decide who's doing it. So let me outline that first. The journey is not between established routes of settlements. That becomes difficulty 1. The PCs are not familiar with the area. That becomes difficulty 2. The area is under control of an enemy faction. Comes down to difficulty 1. The group is not being given good directions. They're decent, but they're not good directions, so difficulty of 2. And are obstacles in the path easily avoided or circumnavigated? No. So the total difficulty on this is 3. And now we get to pick the navigator here. The default is, again, an endurance and a survival, but you can argue for something besides endurance.
I mean, I think we had determined I had the largest target number for this,
Yeah,
right?
what is your endurance again? You said 8?
My endurance is 9.
Oof. Yeah, I
So
think
I took that gifted trait to get more points. So 9 endurance, and then my survival is 3. So that's 12.
Yeah, I say.
Yeah.
So we
I'll
could,
just spend some AP.
if you also keep in mind, you can spend 2 AP just to bring the challenge down.
Mm-hmm.
So you could spend 2 AP to make it a challenge 2.
Oh, no, that's the next navigation check. This first one, yeah, you have to do it on the road is when you can spend that AP.
Okay. So this one is just...
That is the next. Okay, you're right.
And this is the solo test, but with 1 assist, or is this the group test that we can do?
You can still assist as usual on this, so it is technically a group test.
Okay.
Actually, no, I lied. Step 4, you can spend AP to reduce 1 by 2 AP spent, so you can spend it on this one. Wonder if that's a typo.
I think there's a chart for the first one, which is just this one item, and then there's a chart for that you do after the fact.
Either way,
well.
you can spend the 2 AP to reduce difficulty by 1 at any point. We'll just say that much.
Okay. I'll do that.
You could also spend just 4 and turn it into a challenge 1.
I think I could... I think with some assisting, you guys can help me. We'll get the 2 successes. So
you
I'm
get
going to remove
1 assistance, I believe.
2 AP. Okay.
All right, now we need to talk about the journey speed. So if you want to journey double the duration of the journey, you reduce the difficulty by 2, so it would go down to a 0. And you cannot roll complications, as in even a 20 wouldn't be a complication. You could do difficulty by 1, and the complication range would be 19 to 20. That would be a normal speed. Or you could have the journey duration, and you could set the complication range to 17 to 20. Again, it's 48 hours. We're assuming you have 12 hours of travel time, so it's whether or not you travel 6, 12, or 24 distance in this first go.
Sorry, you probably said, does the faster speed increase the difficulty, or is it just a complication?
Just the complication.
Okay.
Normal does decrease the difficulty by 1. Where hurried keeps it at the...
Oh, should probably do hurried then, yeah.
Makes the complication range of 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make it your call.
I want to try it.
Okay.
So you cannot buy more dice on the test, but you can spend more AP if you want. But by my count, unless I've misremembered or miscounted, it's difficulty of 2, endurance and survival from Kate, and make sure to set the complication range to a 17 when it pops up and asks you.
Okay.
Oh, you just got 3 AP from Chad as well.
Oh, dang.
Okay, well,
Thank you, chap.
I would
Let me
say
spend luck
a
on you.
luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right,
Alright,
so
success.
we need one more success from an assist from either the professor or from Hugh here.
I'm okay with doing it, unless you would prefer to, Hugh. I was going to argue intelligence. Basically, I'm just being map guy while Kate is pushing through.
You can go for it if you can
Okay.
make that argument.
Sure, I'll allow it.
So that is survival and intelligence.
Yep, and remember you're rolling the 1 die, and you still have that same complication of 17.
Okay, complication is 17. My attribute is now an 8 because science, not science because of intelligence. Roll.
1 success. All right, so you're going to knock off
Nice.
24 hours from travel time. Now, before I roll anything, do you wish to make it a safe journey? I.e., I don't roll on the chart.
You would need to spend
3 AP.
3 AP.
Actually,
I
no,
don't
that's only a result
have-
of a complication. Okay.
Oh yeah, no complications. So we
Yeah,
have
so
a
you're
safe
good.
journey.
Yeah, you have a safe journey.
24-hour journey.
Yeah. You could spend AP to find an ideal campsite, though.
We will
Sounds good.
definitely be doing that.
There's
Yeah.
that's the other 3 spend, is if you want to loot a location along the way, that's a 3 AP spend.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm currently happy with my 29 junk I just found at the junkyard.
Okay.
Unless anyone else wants to. I don't know.
Oh, I think we're good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
say we keep the AP
Okay.
for in case something drastic happens.
Okay. So yeah, you make tracks and you manage to get the hour. Manage to make excellent time despite the inclement conditions. And as the sun sets and you begin setting up camp, let's again do campsite rules real quick, and then we'll jump into some RP. So, as a reminder, if you want to scavenge prior to setting up your campsite, it's perception and survival. Otherwise, it's a group intelligence test based on the difficulty of the tier you're trying to make.
Anyone want to scavenge first? I guess it's more of a question for me, the person with
Do I want to scavenge?
yes,
Or...
all with the actual points into these things.
Professor, do you want to scavenge? Why, yes, Professor, I do. You're a very handsome professor, aren't you? No, you stop.
That is a good question. I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to. I did it
What?
beforehand.
Do we lose something if we scavenge it?
Can roll
No,
a complication.
just
No, I guess.
well,
no,
you
we
could roll a complication, but
That's fine. I'd say scavenge it.
But complication could be I get sick. I don't have a weapon. Not like I can do anything bad. So I guess I'm gonna go for a perception, survival, I guess,
mm-hmm.
which is a 9. Is this a 2 or a 1 difficulty?
I believe it's a 2 in this instance.
Okay. I can't roll. I'd have to get lucky and roll it. I think I am going to hold off then,
Okay.
because I'd rather have the AP to make a good campsite for the night.
All right. So yeah, what tier campsite you want to go for?
I say we go for our usual. We're probably going to go for a tier 3 campsite. We're going to go with our clean sleeping space, a campfire, and shelter, spending 1 AP to lower that difficulty by 1, making it difficulty 2.
Okay. Well, it is a group int check, so feel free to hash that out.
I will lead the roll because it's intelligence. I am going to do, I guess, intelligence, and for flavor, can I say the ideal spot ends up being more of like a there's too many of us for it to be that. Let's say we stumbled across like a little military bunker, and I can justify science as my skill I'm using to, because I basically overriding doors and stuff and making it comfortable for us while we're in there.
Let's say it's actually a fire station that you find.
That works too. Yeah. But are you okay with my argument of science being my rolling?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Perfect. Difficulty 2. I want to spend the 1 AP for that. Do I spend another AP to roll an extra die now, or do I have you guys try for the assist? Because I can't add after the fact.
I say spend it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend another AP to add a die.
Okay.
So I'm rolling a science 2 check with 3 dice. That is a challenge number of 12. And I just made it.
Yep, you get your 2. All right, one other thing before we jump in RP is we got to handle cold exposure and then eating and drinking. So cold exposure, we're going to go down the list here. Each of you is going to have to make an endurance survival test. Starts at difficulty 1, but again, it's going to be the same difficulty for everybody once we go through the questions. So you have been traveling for 12 hours, so difficulty 2. You were wearing warm clothing, nothing there. It wasn't extreme cold, still difficulty 2. You did spend some time in physical activity such as heavy travel or combat, goes down to difficulty of 1. And if you want to consume a hot food or beverage as part of your hunger and thirst, I can lower it again another difficulty. But at the moment, everybody needs to make me an endurance and survival at difficulty of 1.
I could use this time to make us a warm drink, but I don't know if we have the supplies to do so. At least not on me currently.
All right, well, Kate's good.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So I actually get an AP from Kate. Well done there.
Perfect, I guess. We get an AP from Hugh.
Nice.
Okay.
I added 1 already for me.
Yeah, and I added 1 for.
Yeah, you should be at 6.
There we go.
Should we
Oh, it should be at 6.
No, you're right. You were right. It was supposed to be at 5.
everyone.
For those who can't see this, we all have control of our AP.
I know.
Do we have control
I
over
promise
it? Because it seems very out of control right now.
Let's roll for our AP.
I guess I'm going to spend an AP
Okay.
to roll an extra die on my survival. Do I spend the luck point to make it... That's the question. Do I spend
Do you
AP?
have any back?
I have many luck points left.
Oh, okay.
Because I could have argued that during that journey, I stared at my thing as well.
Hmm.
Let's just see how I do. No, I want to spend the luck point now.
Okay.
DM, may I say during the journey here, I looked at my thing.
You may look at your trinket, yes.
I will look at my... while we're walking, I will again look at my little garbled holodisc.
Now
Just
here we
think
go
about it.
again.
Yeah, that's it. So now I'm still at 3 luck points at the end of the day. Okay, now I'm going to roll a survival check. Now I'm going to make that with a 9. I don't think I need the AP anymore, so I'm going to go that route. Do I still want the AP? I'm still going to spend it. I'm worried about being cold.
All right.
And I still rolled a 1.
Yeah. You rolled sneak, but close enough.
Oh,
Yeah, you still rolled a 2, so you're good.
I still rolled something that had the same amount of points as my survival. So yeah, it's
you're
okay.
good. You're good. All right, so no cold exposure. So now let's handle food and drink. So at this point, all of you are considered to be thirsty, and you all are considered to be peckish.
I will remove the food to get there correctly, but it will require... I'm going to take 2... I have to roll 2 red dice. Yeah. So I'm going to roll 2 combat dice. For each effect, I take red damage.
What are you eating?
I am... it's 2 things of dirty water.
Okay.
It's dirty water I've cleaned, but it got re-irradiated when we walked through that rad storm the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I am prepared to consume your radiation.
Okay. I rolled 2
And
effects.
I need to. Alrighty.
Yeah, you're peckish for radiation.
Apparently. And then what are you handling for food on your part, Professor?
I think I was gonna warm myself up a thing of beans.
Okay.
Trying to remember. That's prepared food. Oh no, it doesn't have the info on it.
Let me check you. Which beans are they?
Pork and beans are the ones I've bought.
Let me take a gander. Pork and beans.
I think they're also a rat as well.
No steaks allowed.
Pork and beans. There they are. I see that they
Because
are
technically you
radiated
have-
and they are 4 HP healed. I'm gonna say that they.
You
I mean, it is
technically have to
pre-packed food.
cook beans.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
this is where you decide because it is technically pre-packed.
Right.
So
I'm
I-
gonna say we're gonna count it as pre-packed in this instance.
Okay. Did you put us at 1 food rate or 2 food rate that we needed?
So it's 1 hunger per pre-packed. If it's cooked, it's minus 2 hunger.
Yes, but I don't remember what hunger rate you said we were at.
Oh, you're at peckish. Everybody's at peckish right now.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to eat 2 beans to get me to the right area.
Mhm.
Which means 2
And
more rat.
If I ate carrot, that only brings me up to sated, correct? Because it's
Correct.
just. Okay.
It's uncooked. Do you happen to have tomato with you? Because I could just make you veggie, and that's prepped.
I don't have any potatoes.
Okay, we need to find some tomatoes to go with your corn.
Is it tomatoes or potatoes?
Potatoes.
I don't remember
Because-
actually.
Tomatoes don't exist in Fallout. Now it's a mix between a tomato and a potato. It's called a potato.
Yes, I guess that's correct. I have marked off my 2 pork and beans. Which means I need to roll 2 more dice. I take 1 more rad damage.
So let's now go to the professor. Professor, how you doing for your food and drink?
So if I ate the fancy lad snack cakes, would those count as pre-prepared?
Yeah, they would be pre-prepared then, so it'd be minus 1 hunger for that.
Yeah. I'll eat that and a carrot.
Okay. So that'll get you back up to full. What are you doing for your drink?
I don't have any water on me.
Uh-oh.
I have a
Yeah.
dirty water I can give you.
Let me double check. Yeah, I'm all out. Yeah, so I guess I'll drink dirty water.
Okay.
So you'll head back up to quenched for now. Or sorry, I had you at thirsty. You'll go up to hydrated.
You have to roll, right? Here's your chance for radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wouldn't take it because you can only get 1 out of it.
Oh, okay.
1
yeah,
at a time, yeah.
that's right.
Which is the question. So
Mm-hmm.
when the professor drank his dirty water,
That would technically. Oh yeah.
so you would have taken still 1 radiation. I can only take 1.
So I would.
If
need
it
to
was
take
a
1
single
more.
roll, I could, but
Yes, I need to take 1 more radiation damage. You are correct. I have added another radiation to my damage.
All right. So I believe that's the professor and Hugh. Kate, what are you doing for your hunger and your thirst?
I have no food, but I do have 1 more dirty water.
I have food. I have food,
have
but no
food.
liquids.
Yeah, I have.
Perfect.
I have food for you.
Okay, let me drink my disgusting water first.
Okay.
Do I need to stay up late and make us water?
Probably.
Yeah, we may
Um,
need just to pack tons of water right now.
Okay.
Let me roll for my radiation. Ho-ho!
Yep, you're good.
Nothing. And then, yeah, what food item are you willing to give up?
I have. I have brain fungi. I have pork and beans, and I have fancy lad snacks.
Are they all irradiated?
They are all irradiated.
So are mine, because technically everything got irradiated that we had. So
Hmm.
I have an iguana on a stick.
I mean,
That is
I
prep.
don't-
That counts as 2.
Yep.
Oh, it's prepped?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, definitely take it.
Oh, you know, I don't want to. It actually heals a lot, so I don't. You might need it.
Eat it. Gets you back to. You won't
I
be
think the
hungry
hunger is
much.
more important than the healing, because feel like we can rest a lot of our healing away, but we can't rest our hunger away.
Okay.
Resting our hunger away just makes us hungrier.
Yep.
All right. Start munching into that iguana. Is this iguana irradiated, or
I don't
is
think
this?
no, I think it's cooked, so I think it actually has no radiation.
Well,
But it would
remember
have become
everything.
irradiated from
Oh,
the...
yes, because it was... I forgot. Sorry, I bought food before we left town. Like a
Alright.
smart person. And that food technically wasn't in that storm. Hey, you're good.
I got
There's no
2
rat
radiation
effect. Nope.
damage. Oh, no effects. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Yep.
0 radiation damage.
Yeah, I rolled unlucky in all of my stuff.
Keep talking, Professor. We'll see if your food comes up radiated.
Yeah, I've rolled everything as radiation today, so yeah.
Yep. All right, so as you all settle in for your first night with this caravan people, you start to get to know them a little bit better. Charlotte's kind of reclusive. She's usually a little bit upbeat, but she's just kind of fussing over the wagons, making sure everything in the hurried trek that you did today, making sure the wagon wheels are all still good. So that's what she's working on. Regina has taken up a vantage point in the upper floors of the fire station you are camping in. She's just kind of looking out across the street and across the fields to make sure nothing is coming your way. Kate and Janie, for their part, you can hear them arguing about something near the campfire, but if you're in the upper floors or somewhere else in the fire station, not at the campfire, you can't quite make it out. And if you want to talk to Linda, she's also at the campfire, but she doesn't appear to be a part of this argument. She's just kind of looking over at the Brahmin and making sure the Brahmin are all right.
Hugh will wander close. He's a peacemaker.
Okay. So you hear the tail end of this conversation, but it goes something along the lines of, look, Janie, you can believe whatever the hell you want, but you're getting wrapped up in a random prophecy from some random guy. Like, you picked this up out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense. And Kate kind of scoffs and goes, or not Kate, Janie scoffs and says, well, you just don't understand. If you had heard the prophecy of the last son of Adam, you would understand that all of this is part of a greater plan. And they continue to bicker back and forth for as long as you let them.
A greater plan, you say, Janie. Tell me more about this.
Well, the plan is that there is a great fire, a cleansing fire, coming to the Commonwealth soon, and that the last son of Adam will lead the head of the Commonwealth into a new era of prosperity. And of course,
that's
Kate,
the whole prophecy?
well, there are some more tidbits, but that is the greatest and most important parts. And Kate scoffs and says she doesn't even know the full prophecy. She's just heard a rumor, and she's latched on it because she needs to believe in something. And this gets Janie to look at her with a venomous look and like, at least I believe in something. You know, you don't believe in anything. And they keep bickering.
This prophecy came from the last son of Adam?
That is correct, yes.
And is that all that he shared in saying more will come? Or what exactly how did he tell you this? Over the radio, I assume?
Over the radio, yes. He did a broadcast a few weeks ago.
And he left it perfectly, cryptic, as he said it?
Well, he was very convincing.
Yes, but if you're only given half the truth, then you've been convinced of nothing.
See, he's talking sense. You should listen to him, Janie. Janie, of course, again, venomous look.
From the sounds of it, that sounds very aggressive. The Commonwealth already did experience a purifying fire. What would it be purifying this time?
Janie doesn't have an answer, which again, Kate takes the moment to go, see, again, you don't have the answers he's looking for. Again, I think you're latching onto something because you have to have faith. And I probably already know this, Brother Hugh, and you already probably have a weigh-in on this, but I don't think her faith has any value.
Well, that's not true. Any faith that someone has can help them get through the day. It can help them get up in the morning. It can help them get over that last hill that they need to do to get back home. The difference is your faith should never be getting in the way of other people's.
All right, Hugh. Very important test here. Charisma and speech, difficulty of 3.
Use all
Okay.
GP.
Charisma speech, difficulty 3. I'm going to spend 3 AP so that I can be rolling 4 dice.
Okay.
You'll have your fancy hat too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do
well, I
show
didn't
your
even need
fancy
it
hat.
because
4 successes,
one
you get
back.
1 AP back. And yeah. They hear what you're saying, and I think Kate backs off and says, all right, maybe Faith has some benefits, but yeah, I just think she's throwing herself into this. It doesn't feel right.
there has been quite a few things that haven't felt right with this last son of Adam. Maybe it's Adam speaking to me. That's why he brought me here to speak with this last son of Adam, or prevent him from doing something that would harm others.
Well, this is Kate talking. I think you might be one of the good ones then, because every Church of Adam type I've ever interacted with, they seem like a cult.
Don't get me wrong, we're a cult, but cults have their purpose.
Well, I mean, don't mind me saying this, but you seem like you're a normal kind of religion. This is more of a genuine cult, if you get my meaning.
Yes, that's where it kind of gets more interesting. I don't know. I'll have to see what they're preaching at this last son of Adam's church.
And it's at this point that you all hear a loud moo, and you all kind of poke your head around or look over to where the Brahmin is, and you see that one of the Brahmin is slumping to the ground and panting heavily. And Linda kind of rubs at her temples and go, I was afraid of this. This is not good. I think this Brahmin might have come down with some form of lock joint, which it's going to make traveling with it a lot of. That's going to be a big problem.
Are you saying my time at the farm may come of use?
Well, do you know how to cure lock joint?
We have Brahmin at from where I'm from. I could at least try.
Well, I mean, have at it. Just don't make them any worse.
I'll do what I can. DM, what am
Yes.
I rolling?
I believe it's definitely going to be a medicine here, an intelligence medicine. I am going to set the difficulty at a 3.
Okay. Intelligence, medicine. Do I roll? Do I do what you did and get the whole guy?
The what
That's
guy?
3. Sorry. Basically, I'm asking, do I spend 3 AP to add 2 die?
Ah,
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Worst case, it's overkill, and I gain us an AP back.
all right. 2 successes, not enough. Would you like to
I will.
luck that 19 or the 17?
I will luck the 19.
Okay. Still not enough.
Do I luck the other one now?
You could
You
luck the
gotta.
17.
I'm going to go for it. Puts me to 1 luck. DM has me where he wants me.
Yep.
Oh, no!
I like how
Yeah.
it says reroll, reroll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reroll.
So,
Does anyone want to try
Can
to
I
aid me in this?
assist?
Well,
if you
one
tell
of
me
the-
how you're assisting with your own intelligence medicine, yes.
One of the people here might know how to aid me.
Oh, you mean Linda? Yeah, let me look up Linda's roll real quick. Linda would be rolling against an 11 here.
That's not bad, actually.
Ooh,
We also just got a AP from chat.
Oh, thank you, chat.
I can't use that now, but I'll mark them. someone already did.
Yeah. Do you want Linda to roll, or is Hugh going to take a crack at it?
I would let Linda roll.
Linda will roll. I will do
Can
this
she
in the
spend
open.
our AP?
No, because it's an assist.
Okay. Oh, then yeah.
All right, there you go. She gets it just under. So she rolled a 10, needed lower than 11. So she's in there.
So I'm actually gonna role play this.
Mm-hmm.
She's too heavy. I need someone to grab this joint, move it a little, just ever so slightly like this, just so we get everything back in place. I need to hold her over here. Can anyone help me with that?
Kate, the raider Kate, can you come? You've got the most strength among us.
Anything for the Brahmin. I'm gonna hurry on over to treat my little buddies over there. Yeah, so I just hold it. I don't have to like roll to.
No,
Basically, you're just doing what Linda's very carefully telling you how to move it while I'm helping other spots.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do such.
How is
If I have a
looking?
bobby pin, can I unlock the joint that way?
I don't think it works that way. No. But
That's what Chalice is saying.
as you are working with Linda, I think Linda kind of turns to both Kate and the professor and go, "So, how long have you been traveling together? Looks like you're quite a close knit team."
I think I've only met them for a few days now.
Yeah, it's been about a week with Kate, but Hugh and I have been, I don't know, I've lost track. Has it been almost a year now, or am I overestimating?
I'd say probably more than a year. It does kind of get lost.
Perhaps he's always been in your heart.
I have not
That's
always been in the Boston area, so if he was in my heart in other areas, that would be impressive.
Well,
Adam does work
works
in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yes.
What about you guys?
Jinx.
How long have you all been close-knit group?
well, I've had Kate, not you, Kate, that Kate. I've had Kate and Regina for a while. Charlotte and Janie are new arrivals. Maybe been 2 jobs with me so far, but yeah, it's definitely not as long as your group there between the professor and you.
You said that you've had them.
Well, under my employ, I do pay them.
Okay. This is kind of a strange way to say that, I guess.
I'm a strange ghoul. What can I say? Which actually leads me to my next question. Any of you a fan of song? And at this, all the others like go up. Here we go, and they start walking away from the campfire, walking away where they can't hear Linda.
Oh yes, we are great fans.
We have a lot of old.
Oh, you're talking about the four maracas, yeah?
No, actually, I was going to talk about how we have some old Muddy Waters tapes from back where I'm from.
Oh, is it on that little hollow disc you're always staring at?
No, that's on an
You-
actual record.
You found a way to put mud and water on a hollow disk.
So, Muddy Water is a musician that plays what we call blues. Not a genre I find too often in the Waste. It's sad music, yet you feel happier after listening to it. It's quite an enjoyment.
Ah,
So this
I
is-
see.
Muddy water that's still blue in color, you're saying?
That's so you know how the 3 maracas
Yes.
were there's 3 of them, but they didn't actually have any maracas.
Yes.
Same idea. The guy's just called Muddy Waters because he
But why
some
would he
people
call
would,
himself that?
because some people would call blues a little muddy, because he doesn't follow the perfect. Have you ever heard of classical music?
Oh, yes, of course. Everyone's sort of
Yeah.
classical music.
Yes, everyone knows classical. So let's say classical was clean. Blues would be more dirty.
Yes, hence the muddy.
Yes, and then the water is the music itself.
So it's wet.
So muddy water. So it is just like muddy music.
This sounds
dirty music.
Terrible.
Well, I could sing some for you if you want. I know some of the songs.
Do you actually? I haven't heard this since I was home. This was maybe 3-4 years ago. I would love to hear some blues.
And I'm not going to sing because I'm not going to subject anyone to that torture. But Linda begins singing. It is
She starts
torture
singing.
in character. But that's where we're going to end today's session because we are at session time.
Could I spend a luck to narratively declare that you do sing?
No, there's no amount of luck you can spend to make me sing. But yeah, that's where we're going to end today's session. What do you guys think?
That was a lot of fun.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I loved how quickly soccer devolved into what soccer always does devolve into, which is a battle on the pitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I still need to make some tweaks to it, but overall, I think I'm on the right track. So maybe I'll
So-
revisit it at one point.
Out of curiosity, someone might know this in chat. I'm pretty sure there is a Final Fantasy game that has a soccer built into it.
You're not thinking of Blitzball,
Talking
are you?
Blitzball?
I think I am thinking of Blitzball. Maybe you could find a way to turn that to work into maybe turn that less into a 3-dimensional playing field and get that in a 2D setting.
I'll have to go back and watch. Yeah, Chad is saying Blitzball. So
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
I think that's technically turn-based, so that you might be able to find some inspiration.
It's not turn-based.
It's not?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
You move around freely, and then when two people meet, then they have their stats, and one person like does a tackle and one person doesn't, and then it determines where the ball goes, and then they like swim around again.
Yeah, because I only remember this game from when my friends were playing it, and I was sitting there watching because they had the cool consoles, and I was just the friend that was invited over.
Right.
And they would make you sit there and watch them play their cool consoles because you don't have them.
These don't sound like
Know
very
that
good
well.
friends.
No,
Right.
they were actually pretty cool friends, and honestly, I started enjoying Final Fantasy later in my life. So when I was Final Fantasy, I was like, yeah, I'll watch you play. I like watching fantasy stuff, but I didn't have too much fun playing it myself when I was young.
Shout out to sexy guitarist friends.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Friends.
All right, well,
I'm
Twitch.
still standing by that.
Yeah, Twitch, stick around because we're going to rate somebody, but YouTube, we'll see you later. Bye, YouTube.